COA 5 is just around the corner, and we've got so many more events coming up. For more news like this, stick around for this week's episode of This Week in Identity 5. Welcome back to another episode of This Week in Identity 5. We've had a lot with the last patch, and we have a lot coming up in the near future. I think you guys are just excited as me as we see that COA 5 is coming up very soon. What did we get last week? We just began the Christmas events, as we lead up to Christmas that's coming up this weekend. I hope you guys are doing something special. I've got a special video coming up for you guys soon. It should come out either on Christmas Day or the day after, so make sure you guys are prepared for that because it's going to be a fun one, that's for sure. We got the Christmas invitation event last week that if you log in daily you can get some rewards, and you also will later on get some coins that you'll be able to use to unlock stuff, but that's not this week. A lot of people have been asking like, how do you get these coins that you're supposed to use in this store? The event hasn't happened yet. By logging in, you can complete some different kind of mission things and get daily login events, use your deduction points to be able to get some logic, to get some clues from characters, and tons of other things that I don't completely understand all that you can do in this event, but it's a pretty interesting event. Along with this Christmas event, we also got some skins in different parts of the game that you could buy. The first one was the Gamekeeper A-tier costume called the Christmas Reindeer, and it's in the store for 4,888 fragments or 1,388 echoes, discounted currently to 1,178, I think only for this week. That skin is really worth the fragments. A lot of people have asked me if it's worth getting, and it really is. I used that skin on my most recent stream and it was a ton of fun, and I love the effects that the character has. Some snow effects and also his weapon, probably the best thing about the skin overall. Other things that we got in the store is that now last year's resonance emotes, the ones that they play the music, there's one for violinist, I think there's one for soul weaver and so on, are also in the store, and you can buy them all as a package with a bit of a discount. I believe it's a 40% discount, not completely sure. And we also have a spyglass package that I do understand why this thing exists for this week, because it leads on for you to be able to buy stuff from the in-game event store that you need to spend spyglasses on, where you can buy Christmas themed skins that were from previous years. We have the skin for Sia and we have a skin for Smiley Face, and those skins are really good. I got both of them. As the norm, every year we also get a special map for Christmas, and this is the Leo's Memory Daybreak one, where Leo's memory is technically all lit up and bright. It makes the map much better in my opinion. I really wish that this was a permanent effect for this map, but it means that you can also go around and pick up hats for the sake of picking them up mostly, but it's fun as well, and it does add to that Christmas spirit. As of the release of this video, that should be, today should be the character day for Leo and Emma, that being Gardner and also Helena. So that means you'll be able to participate in their event day store things, where you'll be able to answer questions, get some fragments, get some clues, and also get, I think, something for them along with one of these special coins to be able to buy something that you may have missed from previous character day events. There have been some optimizations to the game, mostly just improving different kind of characters' effects on skins, and also improving the ambient lighting effects. So now all devices can turn on the ambient lighting effects, but I wouldn't recommend it if you feel like your device is barely handling IDV already, because that will come with a serious hit towards your performance and possibly will heat up your phone just a little bit. They also improved the effects for Breaking Wheel's new accessory with the coin flipping effect, and they also improved Little Girl's S costume. I think they improved some of the quality textures and so on. They seem to do this quite a lot recently, where they release a skin and then they're like, oh, take it, and then they improve it later on. It'd be nicer if they just released the skin in its full quality, and took their time with these skins, but hey, that's just what they have been doing recently. There were tons of bug fixes. I did have a read to see if there's anything that I can have found, important or interesting, and I didn't see anything that stood out completely to me, but it's worth a read, and especially if you've had some issues with some characters. We also had the COA registration event, where technically you can't register your teams yet, but you were able to get some essences by, going to this website and participating in the Metropolis event. What can we expect for this week's patch? Again, we're going to be continuing the Christmassy theme because Christmas, as you guys know, is right around the corner. We'll be getting the Curious Incident event that begins on the 23rd and ends on the 31st. What we need to do is apparently we need to investigate why the visitors, all the characters that have been invited in this previous event that we've had this week find themselves where they are right now. Apparently we have to complete 3 investigations each day. We have to complete quests, log in daily I believe, and we will receive event tokens. And those are those special coins that you'll be able to use to buy the permanent unlock of those skins for Barmaid or for Cowboy. And you can only choose one of them as far as I understand. You can't choose both of them. So keep that in mind. Make sure you decide now which one you want, because when it comes, you want to be ready. There are some other rewards as well that you should be able to unlock with those event coins. Technically still this week before the patch happens, we also have Mellie's character day, Mellie being the entomologist. I think this will be her first character day, so we should be getting her portrait. And of course answering questions, getting fragments and so on. With the new patch we also have COA registration phase, where you, if you are part of a team, will be able to register your team for COA. Even if you think that you aren't going to participate in COA, there are some benefits for registering your team, because I believe you get some more points and stuff like that. You can kind of unlock stuff I believe as well. So even if you feel like you're not going to participate in COA, but you're not going to go against players or teams who are super dedicated and are trying to get all the points, you might as well register your club anyway. We also have a skin possibly coming out this week because they announced it last week, but I'm not sure if it will come this week or the following week. Probable that it will come out this week. We have Mechanics Deduction Star costume that they just, again, they keep on dropping these Deduction Star costumes on us, just like boom, 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 take that, take that, take that. And they don't really announce them too early before they are even released. So it's cool to see that Mechanics getting a cool skin, but I'm personally not a big fan of the skin. It doesn't seem too impressive. It does look a little bit different than any of Mechanics' other very high tier skins, I would say. But I wouldn't say it looks like an A tier skin. It looks more to me like a nice B tier skin. But I guess I still need to see it in the game to see what it looks like, because it may be more impressive than I thought. As for some leaks and some rumors, we have a lot of COA stuff being announced. We've currently got COA skins that are revealed. We've got the S tier skin revealed for the COA event, and it is an incredibly beautiful skin. They do really well, in my opinion, with the COA skins. We've got the skin for Geisha. I love her progenitor form. It is amazing, and I bet you will look even better in the game. I'm so sad that I missed out on last year's S tier skin for Gamekeeper, because that skin was also, it's probably one of my favorites in the game outright. But yes, Geisha's one. I really hope to get it this year. We'll see. As for other A tier skins we should be getting, I believe we're getting some A tier skins for Prisoner, for First Officer, Enchantress and Forward, and they all follow this theme of like this neo-cyberpunky style thing. I believe it's based on a game, but I've forgotten which one it is. But the skins are really cool, and I like this kind of neon effect that they have, some of them at least. We've also had leaked or released the B tier skins for this COA event as well, and there are quite a lot of them. I won't name them all because there are quite a lot of them, but we did speak, I think last time or a couple of weeks ago, I announced that there was a leak for a Breaking Wheel skin that had like a racing car theme. Well, this skin is actually confirmed now and is part of this COA event. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like a previous year's kind of continuation or if it's meant to be themed with this year, but it looks more like last year's theme. Another thing that we've had announced is the COA 5 Neon Corridor event that should be running from the 30th of December to January 13th. By completing personal tasks that you'll be getting yourself, you'll earn special currency that you'll be able to spend on getting either an you'll be able to get an A tier skin for Postman that looks incredible. Again, COA themes this year, amazing. A B tier skin for Guard 26 that also looks really good, and a COA 5 themed pet that also looks really cool, along with some essences and some portraits and so on. But I think the skins are the highlight for sure. Still waiting for Helamber's buff to happen. I think they may have just cancelled it outright, or they may have just added it silently. I didn't realize it. So please tell me down below if the change for Helamber has happened already and I just didn't notice it. But I've had a lot of people asking me about it and I wasn't completely sure. Moving on to the Talk in the Manor, where I respond to comments that you guys left on my most recent videos. Tifereth Scrub says, I've played a lot of DBZ. The Legion is my favorite, but they're actually by far one of the weakest. Yeah, a lot of people commented on my video saying, oh, did you know that Legion is not actually a very strong killer? I'm fully aware of this. I believe as of the time of this video, he's considered to be a C tier killer. And I didn't want to play him because I thought he was an S tier killer. That's not the point. I wanted to play him because I've seen him play before and I fell in love with his playstyle of being able to, chase after kind of chain hits. It just feels like something that I've wanted to do in Identity 5. So that's why I like to play him, and I really want to be able to get to play him properly so I know how to play this game because I'm still learning, don't have enough time to really spend too much time on it. But hey, I understand he is a C tier and not very good, and he got nerfed when he was first released because he was too powerful, or people considered him to be too powerful. Very interesting. Maria comments, I can't play DBD with my potato laptop, but if I could, I would definitely play Legion. I just love their character design, lore, and mechanics. Yeah, the lore is very interesting, and I like how there are different base tier skins for him. For them, depending on which character version you want to play. The mechanics, also very cool, and the character design, also incredibly cool. Very simple, but also kind of creepy. And I'm so sorry that your laptop can't handle the game. I would still attempt to play it because if you turn it down to low, it doesn't take too much power to run. They have heavily optimized the game, in my opinion. I would say it's one of the best optimized games I've seen. So there is quite a big jump between each quality level, low to medium to high and so on. But the lowest is pretty easy to run. So I would try it out, Maria, if you can. Welcome to Mulberry Street. Cool name, says, I love her, but I think it would be fair for her to be banned in this mode. This is in reference to Little Girl and that little short that I did about Little Girl being too strong in duos. I do think that she should possibly be nerfed for duos, or yeah, I agree, also just completely removed. There are some hunters that are removed, so I don't really understand why they can't also have some survivors that are, could be removed too, because she feels a little bit too unbalanced in this game mode. Maybe I'm biased, and I think I am biased in some ways. A lot of people comment on this that I am a little bit biased as a hunter main. I get to experience it firsthand how painful it is to go against this kind of character and how unfair it is. I understand that some hunters are banned from this game mode because they don't make complete sense, but then again, I'm sure that NetEase could have worked a way around these kind of characters to make them a little bit more viable. Who knows? Which skin are you most excited for this COA event that's coming up soon? Tell me down in the comments below. And whilst you're down there, make sure to like and subscribe to the video to make sure you get news every single week about Identity 5 every single Tuesday. We're over 22 episodes now. I would like to celebrate it when we get to like 30 episodes because it's been such a long time. We've been doing this, I believe, almost 6 months or over 6 months now. This is incredible. So have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.